Exclusive! Thomas Frank on borrowed time. Spurs move decisively for Xavi after fans turn and dressing room cracks appear. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Xavi Hernández has now emerged as Tottenham's #1 candidate to replace Thomas Frank, with sources indicating that Fabio Paratici is ready to accelerate talks as the club edges closer to pulling the plug on the Dane. Quiet discussions have already taken place, and the mood inside N17 suggests Spurs are preparing for a decisive managerial change. Tottenham's embarrassing defeat to Nottingham Forest was not just another bad afternoon, it was the final confirmation that Frank's project has collapsed beyond repair. What unfolded on the pitch was alarming. No attacking structure, no defensive organisation, and absolutely no identity. Spurs looked like a team going through the motions, devoid of confidence and completely disconnected from the stands. Supporters made their feelings clear and the tensions spilled onto the pitch. The visible frustration of players, including Jed Spence's furious reaction after being substituted, exposed a dressing room that has lost faith in its manager. These moments do not happen in isolation. They reflect a fractured environment where authority has evaporated and belief is gone. Frank's tenure has reached a breaking point. One win in 7 league matches, predictable patterns of play, and an inability to extract consistency from a talented squad have left the board with little room to defend him. There is no chemistry, no momentum, and no sign of progression. For a club desperate to compete at the highest level again, standing still is the same as going backwards. This is where Xavi comes in. Tottenham's hierarchy view the former Barcelona boss as the antidote to the current malaise. Highly rated since the summer, Xavi's credentials speak loudly. A proven winner, a coach shaped by elite football, and a manager with a clear, dominant philosophy based on control, possession, and attacking intent, everything Spurs have lacked under Frank. Crucially, Xavi's ability to develop young talent is seen as a perfect match for Tottenham's squad profile. Spurs believe he can unlock the full potential of their emerging stars while restoring a sense of purpose and ambition around the club. His footballing identity aligns with what the fan base expects, and his pedigree commands instant respect in the dressing room. The verdict at Hotspur Way is increasingly blunt. Thomas Frank's time is up. With Xavi identified, Paratici poised to act, and the atmosphere around the club deteriorating rapidly, Tottenham are no longer asking if they will change manager. Only when. Tottenham are quietly positioning themselves at the centre of another major Premier League transfer storyline, with sources indicating that Spurs are stepping up their pursuit of Brentford striker Igor Thiago ahead of the coming months. The Brazilian forward has exploded onto the English scene since his arrival and is now firmly on the radar of several top-flight clubs, but it is Tottenham who are believed to be showing the most determined and concrete interest. Thiago's impact has been nothing short of electric. With 12 goals in just 16 appearances across all competitions, he has rapidly established himself as one of the most clinical and physically dominant forwards in the league. His rise has not gone unnoticed, with Newcastle and Aston Villa both monitoring his situation closely. However, reports suggest Tottenham have moved beyond casual admiration and are now seriously assessing what it would take to bring him to North London. Inside Hotspur Way, there is a growing acceptance that the current attacking options are simply not delivering at the required level. Spurs have lacked a consistent focal point up front, and that problem has been brutally exposed this season. Dominic Solanke has struggled to justify the expectations placed on him, while Randall Kolo Muani's time at the club is drawing to a close with his loan set to expire. The need for a reliable, ruthless number 9 has become impossible to ignore. That is where Thiago enters the picture. Described by Sky Sports as the main man at Brentford, the Brazilian offers exactly what Tottenham believe they are missing: power, presence, movement in the box, and an instinctive eye for goal. He is not just scoring tap-ins, he is leading the line, bullying defenders and carrying responsibility, traits Spurs have been crying out for in the final third. Of course, prizing him away from Brentford will be anything but straightforward. The West London club have no desire to sell one of their most important assets and are fully aware of his rapidly rising value. Any deal would likely require a significant financial commitment, with figures in the region of £55 million being discussed as the minimum required to even open serious negotiations. Tottenham, however, believe they may hold a subtle advantage. The presence of Thomas Frank, who knows Brentford inside out and maintains strong relationships at the club, could prove crucial in navigating talks. Spurs are hopeful that this connection could help smooth negotiations and prevent a full-blown bidding war from erupting. From Thiago's perspective, the appeal is obvious. A move to Tottenham would represent a clear step up, offering European football, a bigger stage and the chance to become the leading striker for one of England's most high-profile clubs. It is the kind of opportunity that could accelerate his career dramatically and elevate his status both domestically and internationally. As the months ahead approach, this is shaping up to be a transfer battle that could define Tottenham's attacking rebuild. The interest is real. The need is urgent. And if Spurs are serious about fixing their goal-scoring crisis, Igor Thiago is fast emerging as a name they simply cannot afford to ignore. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!